From the Morongo Casino Studios, it's Frosty, Heidi, and Frank on 95.5 KLOS and KLOS HD1.
Los Angeles.
Frosty, Heidi, and Frank show here at 9 a.m. on Monday. That's when Christian Hand always joins us to break down a rock song down to its individual elements, track by track, instrument by instrument, and vocal by vocal. You'll never listen to the same song ever again. No, you'll never listen to the same way ever again.
You'll never listen to the song the same way.
You'll hear the nuance.
I'm not the guy that kills your favorite songs.
I never knew this song had a tambourine.
What a great bit.
Christian.
Yeah. Actually, he makes them better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say. Well, I would hope that I could save this.
Oh.
Because nature seeks a balance, and we have to all sit through the travesty of the Queen movie. And we're hoping that this Friday, when The Dirt gets released on Netflix, which is the filmanization of the Neil Strauss book, which is a great book. It's sort of like the opposite of every. It tells all the stories. If you
all
want
the dirt,
literally
oh
and
my
figuratively.
God,
well done. It's not as good as a Green Cup, but it's pretty close, champ. So if you haven't read The Dirt, you should. And if you want a book that makes that look like a Girl Scouts camping guide, then you should read the Alan Jorgensen book, because that thing will cause you nightmares. It's the dude from Ministry. So anyway, The Dirt is this Friday. The premiere is tonight, I believe, in Los Angeles. The cast is pretty good. Machine Gun Kelly plays a role in it. There's a couple of good actors in there as well. But we're going to start with Dr. Feelgood. 6 million copies sold. It's their number one record. It was on the charts for 109 weeks, dude. Listen to this. It's got Dr. Feelgood, Kickstart My Heart, Without You, Same Old Situation, Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away. I mean, that is that's 5
Solid.
smashes on one record, produced by Bob Rock. It's the record that made Lars Ulrich reach out to him and say, hey, do you want to produce a Metallica record for us? And thusly we had the Black Album. So without this, you don't got some of the greatest Metallica songs and a lot of really frustrated, annoyed, old school Metallica fans. So to you. Here we go. Tommy Lee.
playing with his penis.
That's how you get that snare sound.
I didn't know that.
Nobody else.
Yeah.
One of the things I like about Tommy Lee, it's hard to tell if you're an ingrate or a savage who's never really been in a band or anything like that, but he has groove and swagger, which is probably because of the fact that he has a monstrous penis,
Right.
of course.
Yeah.
It explains my attitude problem. You decide which way you want to go with that. I like the fact you gave me the benefit of the doubt, though. It's really nice of you. So it's just, he's just smashing away back there. He's got groove and swagger.
I love the way that bass drum sounds.
Right? Huge. His bass drum is actually one of the biggest I've ever seen.
Oh.
It's 24 inches, she said, smiling. It really is. His bass drum's absolutely enormous. There's a couple of good
Is
little
it a custom?
No.
He's like, I want it bigger.
People make, bass drums that size. They're all, generally most people are playing like 22, so 24 is actually a really, really big bass drum. It's how you get it so thick, she said, smiling.
Girthy bass.
He's got big toms. He's got big everything, really. So, he's just bashing away in the background there, because you need to be able to, because you got to hang a lot of Mötley on it. By the way, do you know why the Mötley Crüe has umlauts in the name?
No.
Because they were heavy drinkers of Lowenbrau, so they decided that they would.
Oh, my God.
You know what Nikki Sixx... It's true. You know what Nikki Sixx originally wanted to call the band, which would have been so much better? Christmas. Wouldn't that have been awesome if this band was called Christmas? Coming up next on The Turd, we got a rock block of Christmas. Anyway, all right, so that's the big man on the drums. On bass, this dude is no joke. I had no idea that he's this good. And by the way, nobody in this band is really their own name. Tommy Lee's real name is Tommy Lee Bass, which would have been better if he was a bass player. Nikki Sixx's actual real name is Frank Carlton Serafino Ferrano Jr.
He's an Italian fella.
Yeah, he went for Nikki Sixx instead. How you doing? Mick Mars, Bob Deal, and Vince Neil is Vincent Neil Willerton. So everybody decided to go with the nom de guerre, but
Wow.
Nikki Sixx, a.k.a. Frank Carlton Serafino Ferrano Jr. How you doing on the old bass? My drummer's name is Tommy Bass. I'm going to go with Nikki Drums, but this is great. Power cables. thunkering along, and then on the chorus like this, he does this little. Yes. Bottom. Ready? Little cowbell.
Christian, is he playing with his fingers or a pick?
It sounds like they're. It sounds like fingers because
Yeah,
it doesn't
so
have like the impact of the string hit. No fingers jokes from you? I can see you hold yourself back.
No. I was legit trying to figure it out.
She stopped using fingers. She doesn't use it as a pick now.
Well, yeah, that explains a lot. But one of the things about this song is that it seems remarkably simple, but it actually isn't. They have like a post-chorus part, which is like after the chorus comes out, it does this whole... It's your chorus, and then it goes... Little stops and starts on the second half of the verse, kicks in. Oof.
That's rocking without anything else.
Right? I mean, Nikki Sixx is just thunking along. The whole song's in there, and then on this bit, on the lead.
Are bass players' thumbs more callous than the average
Yes.
human?
They have like a pad.
Yeah.
They do. It's like really weird. It's kind of gross.
Like cauliflower ear for
Yeah,
wrestlers.
exactly.
They
It's
give
like
it-
bassist thumb.
Bass thumb.
Yeah. You can see they're a lefty or righty. So we get to this cool little breakdown part when it goes bat madness. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh snap! We get a little funk right here. Comes in with a hit.
Oh, Black Betty, Bam a Lamb. Oh, sorry.
Oh, hits.
Ooh.
Yes. Listen. Ready? Oof, Nikki, come on, man! You're giving it some groove. So good. No clue. And it sounds like no other Mötley Crüe record. It's Bob Rock. Bless you.
That's the
On the
hidden
beat.
track.
I mean, what is this snare drum? Maniacal. There's actually a guy named Dave Jordan who did a bunch of the Alice in Chains records, and he put underneath his snare sounds, he went off into the desert and fired off an AK-47. So a lot of his snare sounds have an actual AK-47 underneath the sample of the drum itself. This sounds like there's some sort of gunshot going in there, or it's just that massive whang.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, he cocked it back and fire away.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so on guitar, we of course have Mick Mars, a.k.a. Bob Deal, and also Vince plays guitar. And these guitar tones are ridiculous. Little chorus action. This guitar track is a revelation, man. I had no clue that it's as good as it is. And then there's this cool extra bass bit. This is happening on the bass as well. So there's two bass lines going. Additionally, there's this thing that's happening where he's doing this. Over the top.
Just by itself,
It's like
you're like
louder
watching
and
a
softer,
creepy
right?
movie.
Yeah, it does a weird business. So when in the guitar track, it's buried in there. This guitar tone is so good.
Why is it the average guitarist in a band can't get their guitar to sound like this? What is it that makes it sound that fat and full?
Well, it's a lot, right? You got a bunch of guitar amps probably, but also it's in the fingers, she said, smiling. You know? I mean, there's a lot of that going on. Like, if you've ever seen Keith Richards play, it's incredible. Like, he doesn't even really move his hand, but he gets that much volume and like the staccato thing out of it. So it's a lot of it is how the guy actually plays it. So Mick Mars is no joke, man. I mean, this thing... so good.
How's he getting the wah wah wah?
Let's get a little whammy bar action. So when you put it together, back to the charge. Bob Rock, sick. Then you get the hits. I love how you can hear the machine hum.
You hear the hum.
It's so loud. Bursts. I love this guitar track, man. And then put them together. Put him and Nicky together, man. These two, come on! Sick. I can't help but laugh and smile because it's so good. And then together, these guys. Oh, by the way, so Bob Rock described them as a band that liked to drink a bottle of wine and wanted to kill each other. So they recorded everybody's parts separately. They were never in the studio together ever. It was like, nah, we'll do it in shifts. I get each of you in here. And then he proceeded to do the Metallica record, which was even worse because that band actually worked 24 hours a day. So he would have to work for 24 hours. So he would grab like 20-minute naps during the whole 24-hour period to do that whole album start to finish. Because Lars worked during the day and Jeff Hetfield only worked at night, so he was working the whole time. So this was a walk in the park in comparison to that. But nonetheless, sick. And then we get the first of the leads. Right here. Yeah! And then there's this weird, cool atmosphere thing. There's so much going on in this song I had no idea about. And back to the riff. And then this part is ridiculous. Amazing.
Very Van Halen tone there.
God.
Of course, you gotta.
Familiar, yeah.
It's mandatory. You gotta do the fingers for Eddie. But this part. Nuts.
It's like a guitar coming to life.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. He's so good. This part, the ending. Get out! And then, because it's a Dr. Feelgood, by the way, I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's about a drug dealer.
No.
Yes, I'm serious. It really
I just
is.
thought it was some guy going to give me some
I thought it was about
Xanax.
comfortable
No,
shoes.
So you're an idiot. You're my favorite idiot of all.
loved it.
It's about corrective shoes, fellas. I hope you're good with that.
What, do you not have any soul?
We're named Christmas, fellas, so we're not going to be making songs about drug dealers, all right? So there's this bit, because it's about a...
Oh, ambulance, overdose. Oh, no.
With the guitar tone? Get out of here.
Wow.
It's so dense, man. And then at the ending, you get another... It's the drums and bass.
They don't let up.
No, it's relentless for 5.5 minutes. It's exhausting. So there was mixed reviews on this. My favorite review came from a Canadian reviewer who said an album made by a dumb band trying really hard.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Get out
You're
of
like,
here.
Day.
listen, Christmas doesn't take that kind of thing lying down, gentlemen. All right, so Vince Neil, a.k.a., of course, Vince Neil Wharton, on vocals. This is...
Right!
He's starting there. That's how pissed off he is at the band. Right!
Right!
We're not calling ourselves Christmas. Little Ozzy Osbourne.
Rap till Jimmy's a second-hand hood, deals out in Hollywood. Got a 65 Chevy, private flames, trade.
So this is Nicky Sixx writing the lyrics. So Mick Mars came up with the riff. Nicky Sixx wrote the lyrics, and he's literally trying to cram as many words into each sentence as he can. It's almost gibberish.
Rap till Jimmy's a second-hand hood, deals out in Hollywood. Got a 65 Chevy, private flames, tradables and powder goods.
What?
Cheeside Jimmy, he's a run of the game. Gotta hear he's doing okay. Got a cozy little job to the Mexican mob. Packages of candy cane. He's the one that called Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that makes it feel alright. He's the one that called Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that called Dr.
Oh my goodness.
It's like the least terrifying drug dealers ever.
Some powdered
Cops in the
goods.
corner always ignore somebody getting paid. Jimmy's got wide laws for high, got made in the shade. Got a little highway, does business all day, but
I mean, this is like, doesn't make it. It's like, did you
No.
write anything down at all?
It's an enormous amount of reverb, too.
It's
sort of like
enormous.
the-
got a little highway, does business all day, but not here along the ground.
I'll give you $5 if you could tell me any of the lines that just.
Start over. Go again. Go again.
Got a little highway, does business all day, but not here along the ground. Shouldn't too sweet people on the street. Call this Jimmy's town. He's the one
Oh,
that
yeah.
called Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah, right.
He's the one that makes it feel alright.
Yeah.
He's the one that called Dr. Feelgood.
So you don't need the verses. All the money's in the chorus.
He's not what you call a glamorous man. Got one thing that's easily understood. He's the one they call Dr. Feelgood. Oh, yeah. He'll tell you he's the king of these barrio streets, moving up the Shangri-La. Can't buy his wealth, it's a matter of luck. Says he never broke no law. Two-time loser running out of juice. Time to move out quick. Let the rubber go round. Jimmy's gone down. This time it's gonna stick. He's the one that...
All right, so then there's this bit where we get the.
I see why the name Christmas would have a problem with sounding
Yeah,
like that.
it's like Kringle.
This is the guy who keeps you in his basement, in his cabin.
Sounds like indigestion.
It's Dr. Feelgood, ladies and gentlemen. And then.
He's the one they call Dr. Feelgood. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So there's some other cool bits. Hold on, we just got to find this real quick. So there's this. Doing harmonies.
Jimmy's gone down. This time it's gonna stick. He's the one they call Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that makes it feel alright. He's the one they call Dr. Feelgood.
Like something like the Feelgood. I think it's.
He's the one that makes it feel alright. He's the one they call Dr. Feelgood.
Someone's like mumbling a low part.
Oh, yeah, this one. Look real good. And then.
He's the only one they call Feelgood.
So here's that note. Ready? It's not bad, man. It's pretty good, Vince.
That's a human being?
What's that?
That's a human voice
Yeah,
doing
that's
that?
Vince. It's Vince going up there real high. So it's actually, this song is so much.
He's the one they call Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that makes it feel alright. He's the one they call Dr.
That's Tommy. I guess it's just mumble it, dude.
He's the one that call Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that makes it feel alright. He's the one that call Dr. Feelgood.
You
He's
monster.
$100.
Well done, Christmas.
He was
You
kind
know
of
what
weird
I'm
about the
saying?
vocals. With all that reverb going, you don't hear that in the final mix,
No,
do you?
no. Welcome to the wonders of magic. Ready? Listen.
Rap till Jimmy's a second-hand hood, deals out Hollywood.
Sounds drier. I mean, that riff is going to be in your head for the rest of the day. I apologize to everybody. Don't forget, I make every song you listen to. You never want to hear it ever again. So,
The same one anyway.
best bit of radio ever, ladies and gentlemen. So check it out tonight. Mötley Crüe's Dirt is premiering, and then on Friday it's going to be on Netflix. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping it's going to make up for the travesty of the Queen film. Once again, if you haven't read the book, you should read the book. It's really, really good. I would imagine that there's going to be things in the book that aren't in the movie. And if that isn't enough for you, then the Al Jorgensen book will terrify you and all of your children. My name is Christian James. It's The Session. You can find me on the Facebooks. Sessiononair.com is how to get the tickets for the show. I've got 2 coming up this weekend, 2 Queen songs on Friday, and then the Beatles and the Beastie Boys on Saturday. Next month is going to be 80s, and then hopefully going to do David Bowie and Nine Inch Nails, so get on the ticket link for that at thesessiononair.com. I'm like 100 followers on Instagram away from 10,000 people, which I really need to get.
Go on, people, at King Trut.
Thank you. Otter photos for everybody. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And if you haven't, bought any music recently, you should go out and get some new music. There's some amazing stuff out there, ladies and gentlemen. So thanks for having me, everybody, and don't forget, Mötley Crüe, no joke.
Seriously.
Thank you, Christian.
You're welcome.
We now have to, apologize to those of you that we have offended on this Monday morning, the day after St. Patrick's Day. If you poop green today, remember,
You're not dying.
you're not dying.
You're gonna be fine.
All right, let's apologize and get the hell out of here.
Seemed like a travesty to say this name
Wait
after
a second. If somebody is pooping green and then dies, could they sue?
Oh,
We should
Here's
probably
only if they work for the NCAA.
If you poop green, go have it checked just to be sure.
Yeah, just to be sure. Yeah.
that. Sorry, Honey Boo Boo and Mama June, bartenders, binge drinkers, and Casey Kasem.
Track and field runners, male strippers, Dick Dale, and old Barfy.
People who still use fax machines, the NCAA, Coors Light, and Budweiser jerky.
Indiana University, angry neighbors, breastfeeding men, and nurse practitioners.
Adam Levine, Sugar Babies, Magnum PI, and Division I women's basketball.
Stella, Stag's Leap, The Amazing Race, and Women Falling Downstairs.
Military police, lotto winners, North Korean meth addicts, and bass players with calloused thumbs.
Floridian college students, metalheads, cannibals, people with penicillin allergies, and Al and Alec from Brennan's Pub, who I promised I'd mention on Monday's show.
Mötley Crüe, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Vanessa Williams, and Creoles. You really have to listen to the whole show, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. We are Frosty, Heidi, and Frank.